Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 2. Last minute again, just like at Wolves, maybe not as late. Scott McTominay to the rescue. And finally, a win against the top 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 top. I don't know what it is. Finally, a big away win.
Yeah, big away win, especially for a team that's been unbeaten pretty much throughout most of the season at home, except for last week, I think, when they lost to Newcastle the week before that. But one thing I will say is that we were having this debate on stream, and I was saying that Ten Hag has his plan A, which was today, balls over the top. It wasn't really working. Them offside traps, the high line, sweeper keeper and Emi Martinez. And I said if he was to change the game tactically, because that's what Unai Emery did when he brought on Diaby, then he took off Bailey, brought on Tielemans. I said if he's going to change the game tactically, use the wings, use the fullbacks. Where did that goal come from? Fullback. Literally, big up to... And also, this is what I was saying as well during the stream. I was saying that, you know, Garnacho has the support on the right-hand side from Kobe, from Dalot, whereas it's pretty non-existent on the left. Even when Shaw was playing, Rashford, everyone's critical of him, and rightly so today, but he didn't really have a lot of support on that left-hand side because his fullbacks weren't supporting him, and nor was Bruno. He wasn't drifting out to the left as much as he usually does, whereas on the right, inevitably, that goal was going to come from there because, you know, even when Garnacho moved to the left and Bruno was on the right, Kobe was supporting on the right, Dalot always supporting. That's another assist for him as well this season. And you know what? Scott McTominay is one of them players where if he's in the starting lineup, it's questionable, but when you're looking for a smash and grab, this is a guy who knows his role. I wouldn't say he's like Fellaini or something, but he could be Ten Hag's Fellaini.
It's looking a bit Fellaini-ish now.
And also, can I say is that he gets into the right places. He plays like that second. He plays like that second striker. You know, Hojlund always is occupied by one or two defenders, bring someone to the near post, and Scott McTominay absolutely clattered. What's his name? Cash. Put him on the floor.
Give him some change.
On him. He dunked on him, literally. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a pleasant performance, but 3 games on the bounce in the league wins. We ain't had that all season. That's big. Teams around us are gonna start dropping points as well. I said this all the time, we need to go to the teams that are around us and we need to take points from them. We can expect them to drop points, but we need to do our job. And today, Manchester United saw it out to the end. Yes, for me, the biggest worry was that midfield. Big up to, by the way, Casemiro, who got booked early in the first half and then quietly went about his business. He quietly went about his business.
It's a good thing that it was, just slyly.
He was doing his thing, putting in a foot all the time. He was supporting Varane when Maguire was getting sucked out quite often. And my biggest concern, and it happened quite often in the game, is that Aston Villa were utilising that middle. You know, they were powering through. I don't know if it's fitness. I don't know if United just, 50-50s. They're just not feeling it. But that was where I was worried about. And quite often during the season, I've been worried about that midfield. But today, listen, it's 3 points. Rasmus 5 on the bounce. United 3 in a row. We got to be happy. Come on, just a little bit happy.
Harry Maguire got man of the match on Sky. I know some of us are saying Onana, some of us are saying Hojlund. McTominay gets the winning goal. But does Maguire deserve a lot of credit for his performance today?
Listen, I said this before the stream. I said I would play Maguire if Lisandro Martinez is out, because when a player is playing good throughout the season, you reward them. It's as simple as that. And respect to him, because I said it throughout the season, he's a guy that's lifted his head up and just quietly gone about his business. There was a few moments today where it looked a bit shaky. I'll be real, I would have given man of the match to Diogo Dalot. I feel like he saved us quite a few times defensively. In the first 10 minutes, he was getting sucked out into them 1v1 battles. And then in the second half, when Lindelof came on, United were playing with a back three and Dalot was shifting into the middle to try, create from there, because, again, that's where United were struggling the most. Diogo Dalot did a great job defensively, got the assist for the Scott McTominay, put a great delivery in, and it's something that we've been needing from our fullbacks is deliveries. We weren't getting that from Luke Shaw, we weren't getting that from Lindelof even when he came on, and for me that right hand side of Diogo Dalot and Garnacho, even though at points during the game I felt like they were being targeted, second half the mentality shifted and they started targeting the other side with Rashford and Lindelof, because Lindelof's playing out of position and Marcus Rashford just looked like he was not really impressed.
Don't want to help him.
He doesn't want to do much defensively, and we can sit here. I'll be real, I don't want to stand here and criticise Bruno and Rashford, because we have that conversation all the time. I'd rather look at the positives today. I'm not being toxic positive. I'd rather look at the positives today and give actual credit to Ten Hag, because I've been critical of him, and I've said throughout the season he's got one plan and he kind of rides that out. His second plan is Scott McTominay, and if it works, it works. And if his second plan is use the fullbacks, use the wingers, create from there, put balls into the box. You have to give credit to that because really and truly, United were getting caught offside way too much. We were not getting in behind Aston Villa.
Well, I know we're wasteful. You know, Garnacho was through 3 times. Rashford was in good situations. We got to good situations, but they're really wasteful.
Yeah, and Rasmus Hojlund, big up to him for getting a goal. But even like just his duels, his ground duels, defensive work rate is something that has went on under the radar today. I feel like if any other team, if it was Aston Villa couple months ago, it would be a different story. But I feel like right now they are in a bit of a rut themselves where, you know, they've lost 2 in a row already coming into this game. Momentum has kind of shifted for them and they didn't look like that they were that clinical in front of goal. Trust me, this could have been a different game if Villa were clinical and if Villa was the Villa over the last couple months. But United rode a bit of luck today. And sometimes, you know what, in a football season that's 38 games, you need luck.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
You
need the luck and I'll take it any day of the week.
Yeah. And on Rasmus Hojlund though, 5 in 5. How important is it for him that he's now confident? We're seeing him score again, different types of goals, being in the right, you know, area of the box, striker's instinct through the legs of Martinez. Couldn't call it a tap in. They're not pretty goals or amazing goals, but that's what we've been crying out for so long, a striker.
Yeah, Rasmus Hojlund gets in the right places. You know, I feel like his aerial threat is not that great. I realised that when I was watching Atalanta clips. But one thing that I've realised with Rasmus Hojlund is he gets into those traditional number 9 positions, which is, you know, the 6-yard box, them little edge of the box kind of things. And he's got a great strike on him, so you know he can score from outside of the box. And what he does well is link up well. I feel like him and Garnacho in particular are really starting to have a better understanding. I feel like the relationship ain't really there with Marcus Rashford just yet, but I do feel like with Garnacho it's there. And you've seen today, Garnacho, there's times where he could have shot where he's trying to put a ball in to feed Rasmus Hojlund because your striker's in form. And that's what you want him to do. You want him to keep getting the goals in. And for someone who's only started scoring, end of December, he's going on a run right now, which is beneficial to Manchester United because now, you know, how long was it that our front line hadn't scored like double digits? It took, I think maybe now our front line might be in double digits. Scott McTominay is our top goal scorer this year.
7 goals, mate.
7 goals. And you know what? Like I said, sometimes luck is what you need. And Erik Ten Hag was lucky today. United were lucky today because, like I said, any other day, Villa could have been a different story. And Ten Hag changed his plan in the 80th minute to go for the win. And you know what? I respect that because he could have just sat back and been like, you know what? I'll take a draw away from home. I'll take it. But we went for the win and it paid off. So 3 points onto the next game. And you just keep treating each game like it's a cup final, like Ten Hag said.
Top 4? Is that what needed to happen now? Are you starting to get involved in that chat now?
Nah, I can't get involved in it just yet. Just because I just feel like I need consistency from United. And once I see the consistency,
some more.
Yeah.
Luton, that'll hopefully if we win 4 in 4, then.
You know what? I did say on the full view that February has to be 15 points.
You did say that.
Because I said this is the mid-table, lower half teams. If you get your 15 points here, and then, you know, you maybe go away to Newcastle, and you go home, to Newcastle, draw away to Brighton, draw. We still got City, we got Arsenal, we still got Liverpool. We still got a lot of big
Chelsea
games
away.
against big clubs. Yeah. I said February was a big month, and I'm sticking by it. Nothing less than 15 points in this month.
Let's go get it.